Welcome to Timberland Farms. My name's Anthony. Behind me is my 1968 Case 430 diesel farm tractor. We had a breakdown where we lost a fan belt on here that controls the water pump as well as the alternator, and the tack drive is on the back of the alternator. That's how I knew that this had failed on me. I knew split second that there was a problem. I shut it down. I didn't want to overheat the engine block because there's no water moving because the water pump was not spinning. The water pump is directly behind the fan, so I didn't want to cause any problems with that. As you can tell with the snow flurries and stuff, it is blisteringly cold. There's hit and miss wind and stuff, so we're going to do our best to get this fixed up and back in operation as fast as possible because it is chilly. So we're out here doing a field fix because I can't really drive this tractor anywhere. I could probably load it up on a trailer, but as far as I have to go anywhere, it just makes sense to just do it right here in the wood yard. So today with us we have a 7/16 wrench, a 13 millimeter, and a 9/16 wrench. Hopefully we can get this situated and sorted out with just these three tools. Slap this new belt on there. Hopefully this is the right size. So I picked up a 1/2 inch by 47 inch belt. I found this information online. I just Googled the belt length for a Case 188 diesel about this generation or so, this vintage. So let's dive into it and let's dive into this and see what we can find. I'm going to start off by taking the side panel off. There's 3 1/2 inch bolts. There was 4. One up here in the front fell out. And there was one in here as well. That also fell out. So now our side panel is removed. We can inspect what belt we have left, if any. It is hard to see, but this is our alternator. Obviously there's no belt there in the pulley. So I'm going to fire this thing up, get the loader arms up out of the way a little bit more. Aerosol encouragement, I guess. Give her another sniff. Now that the side cover is off and the loader arm's out of the way, here is our alternator. Down here, you probably can't see our crankshaft pulley, and we have our fan pulley up here as well. I do not see any remnants of the old fan blade. I do not see any remnants of our old fan belt, but we can just go ahead and stick this new one on. And we got the correct size, but just in case, we'll hold on to that box in case we need to return it. So now I got the belt on the correct side of the fan. I put it over 2 fan blades and then grabbed it on the other side and put it over the same 2 fan blades again and got the pulley situated with the belt. So now we can go ahead and back off this 9/16 bolt that holds your alternator on the bracket. Do it. And then we can go take our 13 millimeter 1/2 inch and undo the adjustment bolt on the top of the alternator. There we go. Now the alternator can hang out of the way. Makes it a little easier to get this belt back off again and get the new one back on. Should have done this from the beginning. There we go. Now we can take this back. Got back from town with a 49-inch belt. Let's see if this guy is long enough this time. Now that we got the alternator out of the way, it's a little easier for us to get this belt over top of the fan blades. And it still looks like it's too short. Man, that's fun for everyone. Here we go, we got this one back out, and now we're starting to become pros at this. We can go back to town, try again. Well, we're back from yet another trip at Tractor Supply. This is a 51-inch V-belt. Let's see if this guy works. And now it is completely dark out, so we don't have a whole lot of sunlight to work with. It gets dark quick in the wintertime. Yeah, now that belt's too long. This is a joke. Oh, because this is the wrong package. Oh, I love my luck. Package clearly states that's a 51-inch belt. I'm not sure how well you can read right there. It's 1/2 inch by 55 inches. Oh man, that's so much fun. I just want to call it quits. Oh boy. There we go, got that out. It comes out way easier than it goes in though. That's at least a plus. Alright, try it again. Alright, back from another trip to Tractor Supply. Got another 51-inch belt that actually says it's a 51-inch belt. We're out here cutting wood today. You can also hear the generator in the background maybe a little bit. We plugged the block heater into the generator on this tractor because it's about 10 degrees outside right now. We're going to see if we get some firewood cut and split today, as well as putting this belt on, get this thing fired up, see if we can get some wood cut before it gets dark out. Today is the next day. We ran out of ambition yesterday to get this finished. And then when we're done here tonight, once it gets dark, I'll drive the tractor over to the house and feed the horses. There we go. Oh shoot, I left the bolts in my other jacket. I'm wearing my camo jacket. I was wearing my Carhartt yesterday. Well, I guess I got to run to the house. It's only a couple minutes away. Alright, guess who's back? Back with bolts. Anthony's back. Tell a friend. I think a 50-inch belt would fit a lot better. It'd be a tight squeeze to get it on there initially, but as the belt ages and stretches, it'll overall fit better. Because I think overall the case of this alternator is going to hit the sheet metal on the side here. That might pose a problem later on, because there's already wear marks, like right here where the sticker is. There's wear marks right there from that rubbing the sheet metal. This is not perfect, and this alternator is not perfect for this tractor either, but it's better than nothing. It's definitely a lot better than that generator. It's about the same as getting one click out of a ratchet. Good and tight in German spec. Alright, charge to jump back up a little bit more. Let's try this again. Go ahead and give it a sniff. We also put in about 2.5 gallons of kerosene in the tank too, so we don't have anti-gel in the tank. It's getting closer. Probably good on the ether for now. No more ether, bunny. There we go. Well, we got the fan belt situated. We got this thing to run for probably 15-20 minutes, and then it died on us. The fuel gelled yesterday and couldn't start it to back up. So today, well, yesterday I put in 5 gallons of kerosene because I wasn't getting fuel coming out of the fuel water separator right here. So I knew the problem was from here to the tank. So now today, I brought the generator out, hooked the block heater up. We ended up having fuel come out of the fuel water separator, so I figured that wasn't the problem anymore. It still won't start, so I ended up grabbing the torpedo heater right there, grabbed a tarp, wrapped it up in the tarp. It's been sitting here with a tarp for probably 20 minutes. We're gonna give it a little bit longer. Torpedo heater has been under there for probably an hour at this point. Block heater has probably been plugged in for an hour and a half at this point. We're also charging a battery off of jumper cables off the truck. And that yellow right there, that's our jump box. That's what's beeping. So hopefully another 10 or 15 minutes, this thing will pop off. I've been fighting this thing like crazy. It's having a hard time even starting on ether. Man, it's been a joyous ride once that fan belt broke. So it is currently about 15 degrees outside. I had anti-gel in the tractor beforehand. I don't know why maybe it wasn't enough. But so I threw in another 15 gallons. So I threw in another 5 gallons of kerosene while also topping off the fuel treatment as well. And I think that's what fixed the gelling issue, but it still doesn't want to start. Sorry it's dark out, and sorry for the audio quality and camera quality, but this is how things happen right when you least expect them to. Alrighty, we're under here. Let's give this thing a try. It's definitely a little bit warmer under here, not significant. Melted most of the snow off the hood. Yep. I think it ran out of diesel, so we got to sit there and find the system too. Finally. I'm gonna leave the tarp over it for a little bit. Just gonna pull it off the exhaust so it don't melt. Here it is another day. Still haven't got the tractor fired up and gone, so we're gonna hook the generator up to it and get the block heater going, see if we can get it going yet again. It's a little bit warmer today, so maybe it'll work better. So obviously you guys can tell it's in a different spot. We got it fired up that one night and with a torpedo heater, generator, block heater, the whole nine with a tarp wrapped around. I let it run for a little while and I left to go get Vanessa so she can give me a ride back here and take this to the house so I didn't have to leave my truck here and come back on the tractor, just leave the tractor at the house. So we come back and the tractor was shut off on its own and want to start back up again. But we'll plug that block heater in, let that warm up for about an hour, and then we'll try starting it. So it's significantly warmer. It's not 10 degrees anymore. It's about 28 now, so it should fire up hopefully pretty easy. But let's get everything else fired up. I ended up having to enlist some help from a friend of mine to come over and help me roll round bales into the pasture. They're round so we can roll them pretty easy. It's like a two-man job. So got that taken care of, so we don't need to take the tractor back to the house. Not for another week. And the choke is frozen. Now that's working free. Get this thing fired up, let it warm up. And the key switch went bad in it. It'll shut off and everything, but it won't start on it, so I got to jump it. Let that warm up. I went to go work this lever here and I don't think this is supposed to come off like that. We got a brake on the end of it here. I'm gonna try grabbing the one off the other splitter, see if that fits this guy. Well, we're in luck. Looks pretty close. So we're gonna pop this guy off, put this on the big splitter, and we'll leave this here for this splitter. Oh, this one's also broken, but I don't know if that's purpose built or not. We'll try it. So this one's not broken on the end. I have to go rob the pins out of the other one. These pins are bigger. All right. So probably gonna wait till I go into town, probably tomorrow, to get a new lever for that, or maybe fix that one tonight in my friend's shop, weld the old one back together. So in the meantime, I guess we're gonna finish this face cord of firewood. I have one order that we gotta do today is one face cord. We're almost there. We can split that by hand. But I think we did most of this by hand anyway. So there's no problem. We'll just get a bunch of rounds cut up and set next to the splitter, so when it comes time we can do that. But we still need to get the tractor started. We'll get you a little bit of firewood in this video, at least towards the end. Battery's dead on the tractor, and the generator ran out of gas about half an hour through, so give her a little snort of ether and give her a shot now that we let it charge for probably 15 minutes. Battery's still weak. So the tractor is not going to start, and we don't have enough time in the day. I got to go get hay, so we're going to close the video right here. We'll be back in the wood yard tomorrow. This is going to be probably Wednesday for you guys. We're going to get back in the firewood. Hopefully we'll get the tractor started tomorrow. We'll get an early start on it, get this thing going, put some gas in the generator, let that run for probably an hour, hour and a half for the block heater, and also put a battery charger on the generator at the same time, charge up the battery while we're trying to get this thing fired up. And I'll also fix the log splitter control lever tonight as well, get that welded up, or either that or find a new one. But I think that's enough progress for the last week. Has been nothing but a struggle. I got the tractor moved about 50 feet. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully you don't struggle as much as I do.